YouTube, what is up? We are back in this thing. Today I am super excited because we are finally dropping the texture pack that I've been working on. It has over 200 something assets in there and they're all super easy to use. And I've been teasing this pack for a really long time, and people relating it to a little bit of the Cardi whole lot of red situation where I was just kind of pushing it off. But today it's finally here. Hopefully no one Mario Judah my pack before it's actually out. Before we talk about this a little bit more, I want to let you know that the first 5 people to comment in the comments below that they want a discount code, I'm going to be giving them 50% off the ultimate pack, either 4K or HD, whatever they choose. So if you want to get this pack and you want 50% off and you're early, go comment below and you'll get that. But yeah, like I said, I've spent over probably 48 hours working on this pack, just physically ripping up paper and stuff. It takes a lot of time to do this. I really underestimated how much time it would take me to do, and I have a lot of respect for people like Lonewolf and Awge and stuff that do these animations themselves. With that being said, I tried to design this pack in the most efficient way for you guys to be able to replicate the effects without spending a lot of your time, physically ripping up and scanning it over. So a lot of these assets are designed to just be able to drag, drop, do a few effects to it real quick, and then get it into your project. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the store is going to be 25% off for all of today and then all of tomorrow up until 11:59 Central Standard Time. So that is December 17th at 11:59 Central Standard Time. It will be not 25% off anymore, and it will never go back on sale to that price. Maybe around Christmas time, New Year's, maybe I'll toss a few 25% off codes in the comments or something. Again, it's going to be really sparse like the 50% off codes, so there's no guarantee you get it. Today's the only day that's guaranteed 25% off, and that's going to be using code 25 one day at checkout. So getting into the pack, as you can see on my desktop, this is not all of the assets, but it is all the tape, a few examples of the rip and the paper, and then it's all the textures. So just to give you an idea, we'll go through the pack and show you guys what you get with each pack, and then as a bundle, obviously you get everything, and that's what I would recommend. So starting off with the papers and folds pack. So this pack is definitely my favorite, just because some of these overlays and stuff are just so easy to use. For example, I can pull up some Photoshop here. So honestly, this took me not too long. Obviously the drawing and stuff took a little bit, but so basically this is what the photo looked like, just default. And then what you do is you turn the top layer to screen and then you drag in the asset. So for this case, I just did one of these rip ones. And then all you do is create a clipping mask. I added some noise, a photo filter just to give it that little vintage look. And then I drew on it with this is actually a digital paintbrush. I'll be definitely making a bunch of tutorials on this pack. You guys don't even know, I have over a week's worth of tutorials just on this pack. So if you do decide to get it, there will be no shortage of effects to use. I'll be showing you guys how to use it on album covers, in music videos, to just up your Instagram game, just basically everything. That's why I tried to make this pack as versatile as possible, but also as targeted to music video creators and creatives in that are in kind of my genre of how I work. So that's what's so cool about it, I think. And then I just added some curves to it. But yeah, that effect is super simple. I think that might actually be tomorrow's tutorial. Obviously today's not a tutorial. We're just going to be going through the pack and kind of explaining what packs are used for what and just kind of how to make the most of it. So basically these black sheets are pretty similar to what I just showed you. I used, I'm not exactly sure which short one I used, but I used one of the short black ones. There are 10 long black rips, so just meaning that it's a little bit longer. And then there are 9 short black rips. So you can kind of see they're just a little bit wider, so if you wanted more of the photo in there. And then there are 15 paper white rips. So these are kind of less overlays, more so for making your own paper rip effects and stuff, and trying to make your effects a little bit more unique. This pack is definitely more targeted towards the Lonewolf, Awge style for videos, and then for overlays and photos and stuff, it's kind of just a make your photo look like it was printed on ripped paper. Here in this folder, it's called paper folds. It's basically a paper fold sequence, so I made them into subfolders. So for example, this one I can go picture by picture, and what it does is it just folds up. So basically what you would do if you wanted it to be in a video, you would just overlay it over, and then you would just tweak the photo each one so it folds up. I'll be making a tutorial on this for sure, so if you're a little confused on how you would use this yourself, I will definitely clarify that, so don't worry at all. These are every little decision I made in this pack was with care, and I made it so if I wanted to use it in a project, I would be able to pretty easily. So like I said, there's 7 of these. Some of them are a little bit more complex, some are just 3 folds, and then some, I think the highest one we have it's 6. It's 6 in this one. So this one's kind of more of the ball up transition. you've seen a lot of people do before. It's not exactly a ball, but it kind of curls into, like, it folds every way. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the papers and folds pack. Like I said, probably my favorite pack, not including the whole thing, obviously, because they all like complement each other really well. But yeah, that's the papers and folds pack. Now going on to the paper texture pack, definitely the most simplistic of all the packs, but very, very useful. If you come into my live stream or whatever, you've seen me probably use this on a thumbnail already. It just gives a little bit of texture to an image. What you can do is you can just drag these on over an image and then like put it to a certain blending mode, and it'll give your image a certain style that kind of looks like it's scratched paper, ripped paper, or whatever. You can also use these multiple different ways. I will, like, again, show you. Definitely the most common use for these are probably just overlays. If you go back to my Awge and Lonewolf video, I think I used some similar ones to these where it has like the checkerboard, something really similar to this where it has that checkerboard, and you can kind of use it as an overlay to just give your image a different style. And then here's this, this is like kind of like a one-off in the pack, but it's just like some weird texture that I found I really liked, so I just kept it in there. Oh, and then this last one's just also another interesting one that I just thought looked really cool, so I just tossed it in there for you guys. And you can see the quality. These are all super, super high quality. It was still loading, I think, actually. But yeah, you can see definitely really high quality assets. I spent a lot of time, rescanning and making sure that each scan was done properly and, was up to my standard of using. So that's the paper textures pack. Like I said, pretty simplistic and useful though. And then lastly, probably going to be a lot of people's favorite packs. Maybe second, I guess, with the paper rips and folds. It goes really well with the paper rips and fold. Obviously, just like you can make it look like it's taped onto something. So we did 10 different types of tapes, anywhere from black, like gaffer's tape, to clear Scotch tape. Then I did a bunch of color tapes, kind of like the like masking tape, but just like different colors, pretty much is how I describe it. Masking tape. Red translucent's a really cool one. So it's not like 100% translucent, it's like a little dark, but you can play with some blending modes and make it look really, really cool. That being said, the clear tape is 100% translucent, so if you do drag it over something, it will look like exactly like Scotch tape does when you put it over some paper or whatever. You can see the stuff behind it, but it has like the bubbles and like you can kind of see that there's tape there. Another really cool one, I didn't know if I liked it at first, but it's grown on me a lot. It's like this reflective tape, and the way it's scanned, it looks like it's a little black, but you can see like the highlights in different corners and stuff, and like just like some peeling up stuff. I think this is like actually probably one of my favorite tapes out of the pack. And then yeah, just a bunch of different colors. You can see this is actually all the tape right here, every single one. Just obviously made a lot smaller or whatever. I can show you guys kind of just like some tape and examples. So this is like the header of the website. I just tossed some tape on a pack that I already did. So this is actually an example of what you can kind of do with the fold pack, but this is actually not even the scan that I used. Yeah, so this is an example of what you can do with the fold sequences and stuff, but these are actually really low quality ones. These are ones that I had from before that I just took pictures with my camera. I haven't really got a chance to make examples for every different effect that I plan on doing, just because I've been working on this pack so hard and focused on getting the website up and getting it to you guys in time, because we hit 5K a lot faster than I thought. We've been getting like close to 100 subs each day for the past few days. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. But I really wasn't prepared example wise, I guess, to show you guys all the different things. You can imagine what it would look like if it was on better, higher quality assets. With that being said, we can go to the website, kind of just give you a tour of the website. So everyone is going to have 25% off today. It's just a one-day thing. So even if you don't get that 50% off code, it's all right. You can get this 25% off code for anything on the website just for today only. So it ends the 17th of December at 11:59 Central Standard Time. So if you're watching the video before that, definitely go and get the pack, because this pack is not going to go on sale for 25% off probably ever again. Around Christmas, I might give you guys like a handful of codes, kind of like how I did with the 50% off, but obviously no guarantee. So definitely take advantage of it while you can. As you can scroll down here, this is the header I was talking about. Just a little example or whatever. It says digital assets designed for creatives. And here we are. Here's the ultimate texture pack in 4K. And that's going to run $77. Today only, you can basically get the 4K version for the HD price, because 25% off 75 is roughly $57. So that's definitely a cool little deal here. Just kind of show you guys, just go through the website, show an example of how you can just drag on the overlay, kind of how I did earlier, toss it to screen, and then do a clipping mask, and then add some curves to it, and it's pretty much done. So that's really cool. This is the example I showed you earlier, and that's the just blank normal asset. A few other things from the RIP pack. We got the texture overlay pack here, an example of a fold sequence. I think I showed you guys this one earlier too. The 10 styles of tape, all the tape, and then just showing how high quality the pack is. because this is zoomed in to 100%. And then you can scroll down and you can get each individual pack if you want. HD version is the one showed here, so it's $37 for the HD version of the paper rips and folds. But if you want the 4K, it's $10 more expensive for each one. So the paper rips and folds in 4K would be $47, $27, and $37. But if you get the HD version, it's $10 cheaper. I'd recommend, if you're going to go ahead and purchase it, get it in the highest quality for obvious reasons, but just did make that HD version just for people that wanted the pack but maybe couldn't afford the 4K version. And then you can scroll down here and it says made for creatives, high quality digital assets designed to save creatives time, because that was pretty much the whole purpose of this pack, basically to save you guys as much time as possible and give you some really high quality assets to make effects that are popular in music videos that are coming out today. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys for today. If you do end up purchasing the pack, thank you very much. It's probably the best way to support me as a creator, because I did spend a lot of time on this, and it's just obviously a little bit of motivation to create some more packs in the future. I have plans of doing maybe some electronic kind of scans, like something that maybe you guys haven't really seen before, because I don't think I've seen it anywhere. I have some ideas for that, and maybe some bag overlays. I know people really like those, and I think they're really cool. So maybe we'll work on those in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Peace.